What is going on, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're just chilling, and I was supposed to be working on my buddy's Coupe today, but I didn't get my gas filled, so I can't weld. Jesus Christ just pulled up. I got my CRX chilling out here. I got both my cars rolled down the driveway a little bit because we have a special guest coming here right now. This year I was skeptical because I was like, well, none of my cars are front-wheel drive anymore. I can't do a burnout. Yeah. So then I was like, you know what, let's just tie it to his truck real quick, see how strong that Chevrolet is, and then you know, let's see if we can rip it. So I was a little worried. So guys, I didn't get to record much when you guys saw S1BUILT came out here to California to meet up with a customer to hand deliver some products. That is freaking awesome. And the fact that they were only about 45 minutes away from me, I actually hit them up about their sale for 4th of July. And they just so happened to be in California, not too far from me, and they decided, you know what, they wanted to come by and say what's up. So they came by, we hung out, we talked, we checked out some of the cars. We got Jesus over here, we got my CRX right there, we got my other CRX right there, and my wagon. And also bonus, we got Honda Vlogs in the building. What's going on? So, you know, hell yeah. So he came by because he wasn't too far from me either, and you got a little something cooking up for your build here coming up soon, right? Yeah. And I got a lot of stuff that he needed, so he came by real quick to come and grab some things. But we're just hanging out, you know, sun's starting to set a little bit here. I don't think we're gonna do anything car related right now, but we'll probably pick up tomorrow with Paco's car, I think Paco. Hey Paco, we gonna do a fuel system tomorrow or what? You wanna do a fuel system tomorrow? Yeah. So tomorrow I'm gonna go grab some gas from my tank, and we're gonna head to his place so we can work on his build. What is going on, you guys? That's how Honda Vlog says it all the time. But guys, we are back here the next day, and I must say, like, I couldn't stop thinking about how yesterday went down. Shout out to S1BUILT. Thank you guys for coming out here to our neck of the woods and paying a visit to the house. And we were talking, having a great time, chilling, just kind of knowing S1 real quick. They got to know us a little bit as well too. And if you guys know, 4th of July just passed. A lot of companies were having a lot of sales, and they came over to, how do you say it, Paco? They came over here to tell us personally they got us covered. So for me, for anything in the future builds relating to all-wheel drive, they got me covered. I'm not gonna shed too much information on that until we are certain, but most definitely for Paco here, we're at his place, working on his car. They got you covered? They took care of you?
They got me covered. Thank you.
Hell yeah, S1BUILT, man. If you guys looking for all-wheel drive stuff, be sure to hit up S1BUILT. Check out some of their products. Awesome stuff, great customer service, and definitely humble people. Definitely humble people. So today, we're in Paco's garage. If you guys remember this red EJ1 we painted a while back, and we pretty much did a whole new turbo setup. We have my old top mount now. We did the fabrication. We got the turbo swapped out for a different one, because if you guys remember, we gave the old 4431E to Joe, and this is a Precision S61 with a GT35R cartridge. This setup right here made, I think, over 530 a while back on a different car, so I figured it was suitable for Paco's, because now this car's gonna be on the dyno probably for the 3rd time now with this new motor, and we're gonna turn it up, right? We're gonna turn it up. So today we're gonna be buttoning up the fuel system, because when you go all-wheel drive, you have to remove the stock gas tank, which originally sits back here under the car. Put you guys upside down real quick, and you have to make clearance down there for pretty much a differential, the axles, and the drive shaft. So because this is kind of like a full race car now, we decided, you know, we're not going to get a fuel cell for the car for the rear, all the lines, like 10 feet of it, returning, feeding. Instead, we're going to run a fuel cell in the front. Shout out to Joaquin for this. He hooked us up. It's a Speedfactory, like 2 3/4 tank, and we're going to be building the fuel system today. Shout out to Brian at B&R Fittings. We have all of our stuff here. We got PTFE lines, the fittings, the pump, the filter, and today we're going to route everything like the most efficient way possible, and hopefully get everything permanently mounted. Trying to find some 10 gauge right now so we can wire it up as well too. I think we got some right there, but we don't have a relay. And I'm gonna try to see if I can hit up Jeremy from RedZone to program in the new injectors he's gonna be running. I believe these are 2200 DSM style, like they're for DSM cars, but they work on Hondas with the right top hat. And hopefully we can get the car to turn on as well too. So I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of plan some things real quick and give you guys some progress updates. So I seen a few comments in the video where I was replacing the fuel pump in my CRX, and somebody was saying that the anti-slosh foam that was in my tank deteriorates with E85, right? Granted, I believe it too, and it probably clogged up the pump. But in Paco's case, we don't have an anti-slosh in here. This is just a straight up fuel cell for the front bumper, and we are running the same pump from the Fuel-It B&R fitting, and this is the 390. I've made 450 plus with plenty of duty cycle to go. We have the filter right here. I think this is a this was the 100 micron. This is after the pump. In my car, because I'm running such a long line from the back to the front, I have a pre and post filter. In this case, it's a short line setup, and we're not running a second filter. So we're gonna be mounting it right here in the front. We have a -10 PTFE coming off the tank, and originally mapped out the fuel system to have it sit behind the intercooler. But the way that I had planned to put the fuel pump and filter was to sit it like this. And now looking at it, it's gonna sit really close to the intercooler. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna take flat stock, or maybe even a whole sheet, and we're gonna put it upwards like this. The reason why I want to do it like this is, one, to bring the pump and filter back a little bit. And if I do a full sheet instead of small flat stocks like this, the sheet will act like a shield from the heat of the manifold to get to the pump. I mean, we can always do reflective tape and stuff like that. So we can either mount it like this, right, and do the line going that way, going up to the fuel rail, or we can mount it like this, right, but chop off the leg or something to kind of clear the intercooler. And obviously right here we're heating the radiator itself. So I think we're gonna do it like this. I'm gonna map it out a little bit more. Guys, I'm gonna tell you right now, since I'm not at home and I forgot, when you're grinding or you're cutting, wear PPE, all of it. So right here, these middle tabs, that is the indication of the bracket for the filter and the fuel pump. And then just kind of centered the flat stock, marked it out. I'm gonna flap it down real quick to get it down to bare metal, and then I'm gonna hook up my welding machine right there. Picked up some new gas this morning as well too. Looks good. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So we got the two tabs welded in place. We got the filter bracket, pump bracket. Everything is just like loosely mocked up on here because we're gonna paint the brackets and all that. So it's pretty firm, right? It ain't going anywhere. So that's pretty much where we're gonna be mounting the fuel supply system. And definitely gonna put a shield here using some sheet metal. I don't know if you guys can see it right there, some sheet metal. We're gonna make a shield coming up to kind of prevent heat from heat soaking the pump here. We got some gold reflective tape we're gonna throw on it as well, but this should clear the intercooler because it is sitting like behind the foam right here, and that's where the intercooler kind of rests on. So yeah, Paco already got the fuel pressure regulator hooked up with the 90-degree adapter, the 45 PTFE 6 back to the tank right there. And now we can further make some progress on the 10 going in, which is going to be like that, and then the 8 from here, which already has the fitting in place to ensure that we're going to clear this guy. And then this 8 is going to go back up to the fuel rail, and that's going to button up the fuel system after we finish the wiring. I don't know if we have a relay though, but pretty easy. I'll talk about that as well too. So guys, I made a little boo-boo. You can see the bracket is right there, right? I didn't account the intercooler for some reason. I thought, you know, visually with my drawing, see that little drawing I did right here, right? And with my eyeballs, I thought it would clear the back door. I actually forgot that this was back door. And the line was interfering right there where the pump was supposed to sit. And the line was literally just sitting in the way of this guy. So what I did was, I thought I had to move both brackets, but it looks like I can fit both the filter and the pump back here in between. I don't know if you guys can see it, sorry for the low lighting, but the pump and the filter is sitting back there right now, and it's sitting on the other bracket over there. So the pump is sitting on the filter bracket, and I have to move this guy over there so we can mount the filter in place. But you can see no interference whatsoever. I still have play, which is awesome, and I'm gonna go ahead and just move this guy over, weld it all up, and then plumb this line again. Thank God for having extra. And he's mounting up the 8 right now. Put the charge pipe on so we can route this and not interfere with the cold side. Progress update, guys. So we have the turbo reclocked to straighten out the return line right there. It was kinked earlier, but we got it nice and straight now, straight to the pan down there somewhere. And we have the turbo locked into place. Right here we shortened down the dash 10 for the relocation of the fuel pump right over there. So now this runs underneath the intercooler piping, and it goes straight to the pump over there. Over here we did the dash 8, which goes from the filter right there. It loops around because this line is stiff and we can't bend it enough to kind of go behind the core. So we had to loop around. It goes up and it goes to the fuel rail. So right now we're gonna pull the intercooler off now that we got everything all fitted and everything clears, and we're gonna button up from everything there forward, paint the brackets, and hard mount everything 100% in place. Just did a little quick black paint job. This thing right here you can get at Home Depot for how much? It's like $1 or something like that, and it's not lying when it says fast drying all purpose, because you can walk away for like a minute, come back, and it's already dry. So once that is all nice and dried up, we're gonna have to wire up the pump with the relay before we bolt up everything back. But I think right now we don't have a relay, so I'm not sure where this is gonna go as of right now. But we do have 10 gauge, and we have enough to go from the cabin out here. Bam. Point those terminals vertical. Point the terminals when you tighten up the bracket. Turn them vertical and then tie them all down. So it'd be easier access to the terminals for the positive and negative. What's going on, you guys? Back here the next day at Paco's, right? And today we're buttoning up everything with the car. So he went to the parts store this morning, got himself a relay, got himself some more wiring. I got my electrical box here. Just buttoned up a few little things with his new CJSWIRING engine harness. And right now I'm gonna mark everything on the relay, and he's over there running all the wires as of right now. So I'm just doing a little research right here on my phone, mark everything down. Paco got all the wiring situated. We have the relay, 30 amp relay, brand new. We got the signal wire coming in. We got the 10 gauge power wire. We got a 10 gauge power wire from the relay to the pump, and then we got the pump 10 gauge ground and the relay ground as well too. This is bare metal, so hopefully that's gonna make a good connection. Right now we are getting ready to fill the tank with E85. My tuner is adjusting the map, and he's going to send it over in just a second, and we're going to see if we can prime this real quick with the current ECU, but not turn it on because the injectors aren't set for this. We just want to make sure we're not having any leaks here. So find the hose real quick, and we'll get some E85 in here. Got that Nomis Industries Coupe mini kit, boy, and a brand new CJSWIRING harness right there. This is all new to the chassis. We got the map downloaded, and oh, that connects to this guy. This guy connects to the stock harness here. Okay, so I'm just gonna connect all this real quick, load up the laptop, And also I had to bypass the VTEC pressure switch, which is this guy right here. It is bridged over from the VTEC wire at A4, green wire, and it's bridged over to D6. That's how you bypass VTEC pressure switch. And I also had a wire in the data logging wire for the X series A and Y band gauge right there. So that's all ready to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and plug all these guys up real quick. Plug or unplug? They're all plugged. No leaks. I don't smell anything. Yeah, so just leave it in the on position because it'll turn off. We wired the relay to the stock fuel wire that's on the main relay, which is a yellow-green stripe, and it goes off just like OEM. So right now, Jeremy already made the adjustment to the map. So right now I'm gonna go ahead and just download from the ECU to verify that we have the 1000 cc's, right? Here's current map, and then so we're gonna go over here and find this new map. I'm not gonna save this because we already got it. Is it on desktop? So this 2200 cc, I'll go ahead and open it, right? Verify 2200's right there, and I'm gonna go to the little arrow, upload to the ECU, right? And then what I normally do is, so I'm gonna disconnect the ECU, right? I'm not a pro at this, but this is how I verify it. So I'm gonna go and just like go new calibration. I'm pick a random map on here, right? 240 cc. This is a stock ITR map. I'm gonna go ahead and plug the ECU back to the laptop here, and then I'm gonna download again from the ECU to verify the map that's gonna download has the 2200 cc injector map. Cool. So that's pretty much it right there. It has that map. You're ready to fire it whenever you are, bro. Go ahead and just data log here real quick. And we already primed it a few times. We don't see any leaks, but we're gonna build pressure up in the system by letting it run a little bit to visually see if there's anything leaking under pressure. And our tuner said it set our fuel gauge to 60 psi, so we're gonna have to make an adjustment to that as well too, right there. Looking good, looking good. No leaks. Car has not turned on in a very long time, but I think we're looking good. So this pretty much wraps up the video. We made a lot of progress on Paco's car. It is almost ready for the dyno, and we definitely got to get this car to alignment rack before we do so. But right now we got the car warmed up. It is idling on its own right now with a new injector, the new harness. We have no fuel leaks, we have fuel pressure, and I'm pretty pumped for him, man. I'm pretty pumped. You happy, Paco? Hell yeah, bro. So remember guys, progress is better than no progress. If you ever have the hunch and wanted to go out and work on your car, just go out and do it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We definitely have a collaboration with S1BUILT coming real soon, so be sure to hit the subscribe button. A lot more is going to come with this car after the dyno. If you guys enjoyed this video a little bit, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. But with that being said, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.